Hello, everyone. Welcome. Today is Hump Day, Wednesday, July 27th, 2022. I am Salabu Sister, and this is my turn to talk. And I do apologize to everyone. I had to restart the show. I had to restart, so I apologize. Here we are, Shelby. I apologize. I had to restart. I knew Podbean was going to kick me out. So I had to restart. I always see those little warning things when things don't pop up the way they should. I'm like, uh-oh, we're going to have a problem here. So figured we would start at the very beginning. Well, Frankie, welcome. Shelby is still number one. Power Girl, welcome. Okay, I think I'm going to stop it here. Okay, so today is not one of my regular shows with a topic, so to speak. Today, I'm just going to see if Angie had asked me to do a question and answer, and so I'm doing it. So we got to see if Angie shows up. So if you guys have any questions for me or for anyone else in the chat, then lay it on me. I will try to do my best to answer your questions. I will try to do my best. But we shall see. So, does anyone have any questions or anybody want to come up and chat? Anybody? Okay, let's see. Frankie says, "Do you like pod saying? You mean, are you saying podcasting? Do I like podcasting?" Yes, I do. I'm actually I'm having a ball. I'm having fun, and I figure that when you as long as you're having fun doing something, then yeah, I do like it. I've been podcasting for two years. It has been 2 years. No, it has been a year and a half. I take that back. It has been a year and a half, almost 2 years. So, Frankie, I have to ask you, do you like listening, not just, to my podcast? Do you like listening to other podcasts? So, see, I'm gonna switch it back, switch it up, and I'm going to ask you. Hey, Brina, welcome. Let's see. Thank you, Frankie. I can tell with all of your likes. Thank you. And let's see. All right. So, does anyone have any questions? Um, Anyone? Have any questions? But I have a question for Brina. Um, Brina, is Podbean the only platform that you listen to on podcasts, or do you listen to other platforms like Apple or Spotify or things like that? Oh, okay. I'm sorry, Brina. I did not see your question. Um, I was brought up in Chicago. I am a baby boomer. I have an older sister, and I was brought up in. So when you say how my upbringing was like, are you saying like the type of schools I went to, how my parents were, things like that? Let's see what Brina says. Okay, all right. Yeah. So I was a Girl Scout. I was in the Girl Scouts. I went all the way up to third year cadet, and then I didn't want to do it anymore. Um, I was in uh, the church choir up until I was in sixth grade. I didn't want to do it anymore. I played the guitar, the piano, and the clarinet. When I was in the school band, it was the clarinet. I still play the guitar to today. Um, it's something that I like doing. Um, I went to private school. I went to Girl Scout camp every year. Um, we did the family vacations every year. Uh, I've I my parents put us in tap and ballet and every other thing that you can think of, whatever. So yeah, you know, the clarinet is something I wanted to play the flute, but I could not play the flute. I was born with a cleft palate, so I was not able to play the flute. So the clarinet was the only instrument I was able to like blow. But I did like it. I did like it, but the guitar is what I really like. The piano, I hated the piano. I took 7 years of piano lessons. I I did not like the piano. That's one thing that I did not like playing. But now I wish I had stuck with it, because I would have loved at this point in my life to have been able to play to be a really good piano player. I mean, I can play some, but not the way you see some of these people just sitting down and just playing. I don't know if it's just the fact that, it was my mother constantly saying, you have to sit at that piano for at least, an hour, 2 hours and play and whatever. It's just the piano is just something I just did not like doing. Now, when I wanted to take guitar, I started playing guitar when I was 12. And that was because one of the um, one of the music teachers who came in to substitute one time for our band teacher, she played, and I really liked it. And I asked if she would teach me, and she says, "Yes, go home and ask your mother." Blah blah blah. So me and I think two other classmates, we ended up learning how to play, and then we played. At church, and then our teacher started to like these little field trip kind of things. She would take us and we would go and play different um, places. So you had like these 12 and 13-year-old kids playing different places, and I really really liked it. And let's see, whatever was most memorable to you. I'm going to say this: when we used to go on vacations, of course we used to drive everywhere. And cars back then were bigger, a lot bigger than what they are now. And you did not have to have your seatbelt on. So it's amazing that my sister and I, the way we were fooling around in the back seat, we were never, either cause an accident or thrown through the windshield, windshield, whatever. But we would, and this is really, really silly, guys. This is really, really silly. We used to play bunk beds where when my parents are in the front and they're driving, and of course we're on this long road trip, bored as I don't know what, one of us would get into the um, back windshield or the back whatever, like where you would put stuff. Now people don't even, I don't even think they have, do the cars have that anymore, where you can like put stuff in the back window or whatever. But it would be big, it would be big enough where we could like lay, and we would say, okay, roll over, and one one of us would roll onto the seat, whoever was in the into the window, and the other one would roll onto the floor. And we thought that was like so funny, and we did that for like an hour until our parents told us to cut it to cut it out. So, well, it was fun then, but now when I think about it, it's like, well, that was kind of dumb. But but yeah. So I mean, those are some of the memorable things. I remember one year when we went to Frankie. You do not have to. You have given me enough gifts. You do not have to. You absolutely do not. Um, I remember one year we went to Washington D.C. and my father knew how to swim. And my mother, my sister, and I, we did not. And my father got so mad. And he said, the next vacation we go on, you guys are going to know how to swim. And sure enough, we went back home. My father put us in swim class. And the next year, when we went on vacation, all of us were swimming, whatever. And my mother ended up actually getting her license to be a lifeguard. So that's something that I remember. So, so Brina, let me ask you: is Podbean the main platform because of the interaction that it has, as opposed to other? Because that's one reason why I came over to Podbean, because I wanted the interaction. I didn't want to just talk at people. I wanted to be able to, if people wanted to come up on the panel and whatever, and that you're able to interact, because things get lost in translation when you are sometimes when you're chatting. Yeah, yeah. So, and then the other, because I do listen to a lot of shows over on the Apple platform, and it's mainly um, for entertainment, some for information, um, but sometimes when people are talking, a lot of it is pre-recorded. You wish that you could ask questions. Where did I come up with the name for the show? Shelby, my turn to talk, and again, because of because of the interaction, that's where I came up with the name. It's my turn to talk, and then I guess your turn to talk, whatever. But that's where that came from. It was mainly more of an interaction thing. Hey, Shorty. So yeah. Um, and again, um, I wanted to be able to pass the mic, because when I first started my show, if you guys go on, I think I uploaded some onto my Podbean. I think I did. I'm not sure. I have to go back and check. But when I first started, I was streaming onto YouTube, and I was on Zoom, which was a horrible platform to be on. But I will say, Juju, she was the one person, Juju and Shy Lady. It would just be the two of us, or the three of us, and they would sit there with me. And I'd be talking to myself, whatever. And then um, uh, Petty Deb came on, and they sat there with me, and I did that probably for about 4 or 5 months, and until I found Podbean. And Zoom was just a horrible platform, but I wanted it because I wanted the interaction, and I did not know any other platform where someone could come in and they can talk, until I found Podbean. And then I was like, up, Zoom, gotta go. Uh, because Podbean, just the layout, everything is just much better. But that was my intention. I always started the show where I can have interaction with people. So, so I'm going to ask Shorty a question. Shorty V, um, is Shorty because of your stature, or that's just a nickname people called you, or? Oh, Brina, what are my favorite topics to speak on? So I'll answer this while Shorty is answering me, if she answers me. Let's see. Yep, I'm sure I'm 5 foot. Okay, all right, all right. Um, Brina, I like talking about a lot of things. In fact, my sister and I were going to start a podcast back in March, but we're working on another project that the two of us are doing that I hope to you guys will hear about within the next year. But my sister and I were working on a podcast, and so since her schedule is not allowing her to do it, I'm actually going to start another podcast. Um, but my favorite, I like to talk about a lot of different things. I like to talk about social issues. Um, I like to talk about funny things. I mean, I like to talk about a lot of different things. Some things get me in trouble. Some things don't. Whatever. But just a, a lot of different things. And I'm getting more into activism, whatever. So, um, um, but I'm keeping that. I'm trying to keep that off of this show, But um, I just like to, just different things about what's going on in the world, because there's a lot going on, especially here uh, in America. So hey, Petty Deb, I didn't see you sneak in here. Hello, Petty Deb. I was telling them how you and Juju and Shy Lady were the ones who stuck with me those first days of Zoom. And boy, did you guys, y'all sat there with me. Y'all sat there with me. So hey, Angie. Hey. So this is the topic that you wanted. So Brina says, you have a great approach. You give your opinions without making people feel judged. Very inclusive. Thank you. Not everyone feels that way though, Brina. Not everyone feels that way. I've gotten feedback where it is the opposite. But but thank you. But you know what? The only thing to do is do you and keep on going. Um, oh, Shelby, what does my name mean? Okay. Um, Solid Blue Sister. It is political. Um, uh, it came about really. I was going to start podcasting in like 2018. I'm just so busy. I just didn't have time to do it. And Solid Blue is the way I vote. Solid blue. And since I'm African American, and I'm a sister, Solid Blue Sister. that's that's where that came from. No, Brina, you cannot please everyone, and no matter what, whether you're president, the pope, the prime minister, the teacher, the garbage man, the athlete, whatever, you cannot please everyone. That is absolutely true. Well, Shelby, I mean, yeah, that's where that came from. Let's see. Angie says that's what my question was. So you always present your show so well, and wonder what is your experience before of speaking. I'm going to tell you one thing. Angie, in terms of of speaking, I know I'm going to say this, and someone is probably going to shake their head, and they're going to say, "Here she goes again." But I'm. You're asking me, so I'm telling you. Um, Growing up, I took speech therapy up until I was probably about 14. I took it for like 12 years. And I was born with a cleft palate, so um I couldn't get my words out correctly, and because I stutter, I always had to. That's one thing that I had to do. So I always had to speak, and I went to a school where we always had to get up in front of the class and give book reports, whatever. And from doing that constantly, I mean, literally in like second grade, I remember having to get up in front of class and just, talk about something. I don't know. Do they still do show and tell in school? My son had it for a little bit before he was homeschooled. Are they still doing show and tell? Okay. And we had show and tell like every Friday was show and tell. And if you didn't bring anything, you had to get something to show and tell. And our teacher, um, like first through, I want to say fourth grade, they had a minimum. We had to stay up there for like 10 minutes. So whatever you were going to talk about, it had to be 10 minutes. So I've always had to do that. And my mother, because she was a teacher, she always, made my sister and I, okay, so, we had to do things in front of in front of the family. And and I talked to myself a lot. So, and I talked to myself out loud a lot, mainly for my own therapy. So, I don't know if that answers your question, Angie. Um, my son stopped at fourth grade. Okay, okay. Usually the smaller kids. Yeah, yeah. The thing about talking to yourself, Sabrina, if you ask yourself a question, you don't get an answer. Oh, hey, Smoke, how are you? Oh boy, you don't get an answer. Even if you look in the mirror, it's like, okay, is that the answer you really wanted? So, oh, I do have a question for Shorty. Shorty, do you have a show? Because sometimes I get you mixed up with too much saucy. But do you have a show? I mean, sometimes do you pop on, or is that saucy that usually pops on a show? Okay, you do. Is it every so often, or because I would like to pop up, because I do try to jump on people's shows who support mine. So how do I come up with my topics, Angie? I come up with my topics. A lot of them are from past conversations that I've had with people. Um, Shy Lady is one of my good friends. We've known each other for over 35 years, and we talk a lot. And Petty Deb and I, we talk, and we'll just be in the middle of a conversation, and you know that's a good topic, or I people watch a lot, when I'm out and about, especially when I'm out walking my dog. Sometimes there's when I'm out walking him, there's this one bench that I like to sit on, and I'll stop, and he's sniffing around doing his thing, whatever, and I'll just sit and I'll just watch people, and I come up with topics like that. Sometimes if I'm reading something, or if I'm looking at something, that's where I come up with my topics. But a lot of my topics are from just talking to different people. Welcome, Martin. Welcome back. Gnome, welcome. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Okay, and Shorty says you come on every so often. Okay. So, Shorty, when you're on, are you usually on the weekends or on the weekdays? Because I think I've seen your show once, and then when I went to pop on, you were gone. Okay. You sit on one what? Okay. Are you? Oh, on a bench. I sit on a I sit on a park bench. I'm like, are you talking to me or somebody else? Uh, okay. I sit on a park bench. And also, when I when I travel, when I'm in the airport, one thing that I don't do when I'm in the airport, and I really really don't, is I'm not on my phone. I'm not on my phone texting or anything. I'm usually people watching. I'm not reading a book on my phone because I hate reading books um, on your phone or iPad, whatever. I like reading books. I still have a library card that I renew every single year, and I like checking books out. Um, I like reading a book. But when you're in the airport, you see from the time you walk into the terminal, you can get a lot of show titles from there. I mean, just a lot, because people are funny, and sometimes they're not so funny, but just you know just watching people, just they're running here, they're rushing there. Sometimes you have those people who are walking through the terminal really really slow, and you're behind them, and excuse me, and you have to go around them, whatever. Just lots of good material there. Okay, and Shorty says it's whenever I have time to do it. I got that. Yes, I am. I volunteer at a shelter. I love dogs. Love them, love them, love them, love them. That's why I have three. My husband said, do not bring home another dog. Um, if I could, and I had and live like someplace where I had a lot of space, I would have a lot more. But yeah, and I am also one of those people who, you know, especially since I'm a neighborhood watch, if somebody needs something, hey, we need somebody to volunteer for this, can you do this, whatever, then I'll usually do it. I am fine, Martin. I am fine. And Brina, right? You need a real book. And for some reason, I don't know if it's just the computer thing, whatever, but I cannot focus when I'm reading a book from the computer. I can't focus. And even when if I'm reading an article, I can read it, and I can read it pretty fast. But if it's a long article, I have to put it down and then come back to it. Um, and Brina, one of my favorite types of books, girl. Back in the day, I loved romance novels. I loved them. I loved them. I loved them. In my garage, I have just boxes and boxes because I do not throw away books. I've seen people throw away books, and I think like, oh my god, how can you throw away a book? I loved romance novels. When you get into it, girl, some of the stuff, yep, whatever. But now I like history. I love reading about history. I like anything with Black history. Um, I like reading about different places in the world. Um, when I lived in Chicago, I read so many things about Chicago. Just you know how it became about Chicago politics. At one point, I wanted to be in politics. I wanted to be an alderman, which is like a councilman or whatever. I really wanted to be into politics. Angie says, love the feel, smell, and just whole experience of a book. Right? Right? Yes. Uh, and Martin says, I read only when needed. Okay. And let's see. You know, Brina, I have stopped and picked up a dog and taken it that was a stray, if it let me, and have taken it to the shelter. And if any of you guys are one of these people, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I absolutely cannot stand when people chain their dogs up outside. I cannot stand that. I cannot stand when, and then they'll say, "Oh, they're fine," you know. And some of the dogs that I see that come into the shelters, they have chains that are embedded into their neck, or they have, just burns around their neck where they've. I that's nope, 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 nope. Mm-mm. I'm reading Alicia Keys' book right now. Let's see. Are you reading anything now? I am. I am reading. Well, I'm reading over. This is one book that I read a lot. Seven. What is it? The Seven Rules of Power. And I'm also reading, and I know this may turn some people off. I am reading uh, some books on James Baldwin. I'm a huge James Baldwin fan. I've read all of his books probably about five times. Um, uh, I like reading books about music. My favorite author is James Baldwin. James Baldwin. Oh, Rita. Okay, donate to the library. Okay, so let me tell you about the donation. All of my books I keep, except for the romance books, because some of them I have read more than once, and I wanted to donate to the library, but the library said that they have enough romance books, so they were not taking any. So I tried to donate. Hey, shy lady. I tried to donate my romance novel books to the woman's prison, because there's a woman's prison that is by me. In fact, the woman's prison that is by me is where all of Charles Manson's girls are, and there's a lot of famous people in this particular prison. But anyway, so I contacted the warden, and I said, I would like to donate these romance books to the prison. They would not take them. They would not take them. They said they could not take them because um, it could be a security hazard, because some of the things that are in those books could, I guess for the better word, trigger women. So they're still in my garage. So I just got Billy Connolly's Windswept and Interesting Biography. Shelby says, I love to read. Don't judge me, but I actually still visit my library. Brina, I'm telling you, I check books out all the time, except during COVID when everything was closed. But yeah. Hell, no way, do that. I'm not sure what you mean, Angie. Um, Martin says, I used to take my kids to the library all the time. The shooter. I'm confused, Martin. Did I miss something? Hey, Mama Bear, Tracy, and welcome, Mr. B. Good Times, Great Times. Angie says, "Oh, okay." Brina says, "James Baldwin, he's brilliant." I think so. I love James Baldwin. Angie says, "That's great, or they will shut them down too." Thank you, everyone, for liking the show. All my life, give them to Goodwill. You know what, Shelby? Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I will. Yes, because I do need to get them out of my garage, and the romance books are the only ones that I'm not keeping. Let's see. It would be for loads of people. Loads of people bring a lot still use them. Are you guys talking about libraries? A lot of people still use libraries. Mr. B says, I checked out of my mind. Does that count? Rena says they don't want you getting. You know what, Rena? They did not say that, but after they said what they said, I figured that's what they were talking about, not wanting to get the inmates hot and bothered, and that's why they would not take those romance books. But at the same time, and I'm not trying to be funny. I truly am not trying to be funny. It's like, would you rather them hot and bothered, or would you rather them, off doing something else where, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I was just trying to be, maybe these women would like to read this, blah blah blah. Nope. Can't give them. Nope. Not in prison. Mama Bear, this is just a question and answer. If you guys want to come up on the panel and ask me questions, basically, Angie had asked me to do the show last week, so I'm doing it. So and I'm just asking other people questions. So, Mama Bear, I'm gonna ask you a question. I'm assuming Mama Bear Tracy is because you are a Mama Bear to your children. And you are a mama bear. Let's see. Andrew says, so you do a lot to help the community, and with the dogs, you obviously have a big heart. And so, what has brought you to have? Wow, Angie, you're saying I have a big heart. Not everyone is going to agree with you. Some people are probably rolling their eyes right right now. Um, you know, depending upon what it is, I will extend myself. But at the same time, Angie, I want you to know I can tell someone no in a minute. I can tell someone no in a minute. If you're homeless and I see someone homeless on the street, and if they're saying, can I have some money for food? I'm not going to give you money, but I will go to, McDonald's or wherever and buy you a meal. Um, I've done that several times where people were like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. And I've had people where I've said, I will be more than happy to buy you a meal, where they have said, I don't want a meal. I want the money. And that right there tells me you're not that hungry. So, to be honest, it all depends upon what it is. And like I said, I'm sure there are some people who are going to listen to this and we're probably going to say, yeah, yeah, big heart, yeah, right. But I mean, do I think I'm a nice person? Yes. um can I be not so nice sometimes? Yes, and I think all of us can. But I don't purposely try to go out to you know purposely hurt someone or anything. So let's see. So, see, I missed that. Hold on. Let's see. I miss you. Okay. And let's see. All right. So, oh, I, I know that. Okay. So, Martin says, yeah, I bought buns. Okay, let me read this again. Yeah, I bought buns beer because they didn't want food. So you're saying, Martin? So you're saying that someone said that they wanted food and you uh bought them alcohol? Is that what you're saying? I I mean, isn't everyone human? No, isn't everyone? Okay, I'm confused of the buns thing. Is this just between you and Angie? Let's see, we all do. Yes, they are. Absolutely not. Okay, you all are going back and forth with that one. Okay. Plenty of demons are out there. There are a lot of demons out there. There are. So I have to ask you guys, is there a particular show of mine that you did not like because of the content matter, or because, something I said, something someone else said, or you just thought it was boring? Is there a show that you guys did not like? He meant the people asking. Oh, he meant the people asking for money are buns. Okay, okay, okay. Well, thank you, Brina. Thank you. So, anyone, anyone want to take a stab at that one? Any show that you guys didn't like? Uh, you know, I know you don't like throwing politician names out there. You know, what I don't like, Martin, is um, if you want to talk about politics, that is fine. But I don't want, people know for the most part what side fall on. But I'm saying I don't want people coming on my show. I mean, I don't care what you do on somebody else's show. I don't care. But coming on saying, this person, you're going to specifically name someone and say, they're an asshole, or she's a B, or, whatever. And you're specifically naming them. I don't care what side you're on. I don't want that on my show. So, and I know there are some shows out there where people can come on and they can do that, whatever. That is fine. I don't want, you know, that's what I don't like, because as soon as you let that happen, then it turns into something else. And then the name calling goes from calling out politicians to, it'll get personal within the chat, and the next thing you know, people within the chat are starting to throw names, whatever. And that's why I just say, just don't. So, but talking about it, I don't have a problem. But when you start calling the politicians names, no. Grid, welcome, welcome. uh No, but watch the abortion YouTube, and glad you were there keeping the boys in line. You know, Angie, first of all, thank you for watching that show. And I'm only going to bring this up because Angie mentioned it, and I tried to address everything that is in the chat. First of all, I want to say that I think that abortion is wrong. Okay, but at the same time, I also don't, the way it seems to me, and again, the way it seems to me is the media is coming out and they're saying all the onus is on the woman. So that is what, I was like, well, let's be fair here. There's two in that bed, so, but thank you for watching the show. Um It is on the Friendly Differences podcast on YouTube, and also on Facebook. Let's see. Yeah, I like how when you invite people up, you allow them to speak on turns. Yeah, after Bob and I do the show, and when we get probably at the hour 15-minute mark, depending upon how engrossed we are in the conversation, we will invite people who are in the chat if they want to come up, and if they want to speak, because again, when you chat, a lot of things get lost in translation. So yeah. And let me see here. Just want to make sure. Okay. Like now, if anybody wants to come up, because I know I have some talkers on in here. So if y'all want to come up, come on up. Hey, crazy lady. Um, okay, you started watching it. You haven't finished it. Okay. I think that one went about almost 2 hours. You know, when just like my show, when I first came on Podbean, it was like, okay, we're at the hour mark, got to wind it up. But you get engrossed in conversations and you just keep going. Welcome, Heiko. Welcome. Yes, Sabrina, it does. It takes two to make a baby. And that was my point on that show. You and Ba do well together. Okay. Shorties. Okay. Thank you guys for liking the show. And Angie says, Martin, why do you keep changing your name? And why not? Okay. Hey, crazy. I have to have a nice name to be here. Makes me think, Martin, are you that person that starts with a Z? Because if you are behaving. Oh boy. Heiko says hello to everyone. Angie says I had you super I oh well, thank you. She finds me interesting. You know, again, I have said if there are any shows that you guys want me to do, then I will do it. I mean, because I have so many shows to do. I when I say I literally have over like 200 different topics, I mean it because I'm constantly something will pop in my head and I'll write it down. I'll pop it in my head. I'll write it down, and it's like, okay, what show am I going to do? And then one show I did. I forgot who said it a couple of weeks. They were like, is this the death show or something? I didn't realize that whole week was all something dealing with something dealing with death, whatever. So, Grit, hey, welcome.
Hey, Solid, how's it going?
Going well. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad.
So you want to add something? Well, hold on, Grit. Let me just answer. Heiko, a few people know what my name is, and other than that, I you can find it, but I do not openly give it. Some people know it, so maybe if you listen to some podcasts, you may pick it up, but I don't openly give it. Okay, I'm sorry, Grit. Go ahead.
No, I was just popping up to see what the topic is, what the show's about.
There's no topic. This is question and answer. This is question and answer.
Oh, okay. So we
So
ask you questions and then
you ask me
you answer
questions.
it.
I'm asking other people questions. Angie asked me to do this show last week, so I am doing it.
Okay, cool. Uh, Questions. Let me start with where do you get your topics from?
See, you came in late because we already talked about that.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. That's okay. I will repeat it. I get my topics from some of everywhere, but a lot of them I get, and a lot of them I get from my good friend who is in here, Shy Lady. We've been friends for so long, and we talk about a lot of things. We text each other, and yeah, I get a lot from conversation, from people watching, from things that I hear, whatever. Just I get them from all over because you can look out your window and you can get a topic. So they come from everywhere.
All right, cool, cool. Yeah, no, I'm saying that there was the first question. Where am I living in the world? Well, I apologize, no, I joined the show late.
That's okay. I am in Southern California. And Crazy Lady says Ross has step broke. Hal has been home for 2 days. That's understandable. Yes, Shelby. Even though you will know it when I see you in October. And see, well, I hope Ross is feeling better. I'm still working many hours. Okay. Angie says, I have watched something tonight, still in the middle of it. I'm outraged. It's a guy called Hunter Moore. I don't know who Hunter Moore is. First question, Grid. Where do you live in the world? Grid.
All right. Well, I currently live in New Zealand, South Island. Um, yes, and it's currently very cold, very rainy, very snowy, but still a beautiful place.
Did you say snow?
Yeah, no, uh, it's snowing quite heavily up in the mountains here around us.
Oh,
Um,
okay. So you're
but
up in the mountains.
yeah, well, I'm around the mountains. Like I'm in between. I've got huge mountains all around me, but they're not very like it's about an hour drive away from like completely covered snow. Little small towns are covered in snow. So yeah, it's pretty cool.
Okay. So do you live like in a small town in New Zealand? Is it like a small town or are you in a city?
We're in a small town. I think there's about 15,000 people in it.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, it's a small little rural town, um, which I cover three small towns, uh, that surround my little town as well. So I do a lot of traveling.
I was going to say that's why you're always in your car.
Yeah, yeah.
All
But
right.
yeah, this week has been very quiet. Uh, I've been waiting for work and stuff to come in this whole week actually. But from Monday, I'm back out of town again, back to work, grinding it hard for the whole week, and then back home again the following week.
Okay. All right. All right. Um, Heigl, thank you for the for the compliment, but I don't think that I am. Um, okay, so Angie says you're talking about this Hunter Moore guy. He set up a Revenge Point website. I honestly cannot believe what I'm watching. And then Crazy Lady says he's a total scumbag. I don't know who he is. I'm gonna have to Google him. I don't know who he is. Um, Aunt Brina wants to know what is left on my bucket list if I have one. Um, Let me see. I've done a lot of things that I've wanted to do. Right now is um I'm finishing a children's book that my son is or has illustrated. Um, Building up my company, which is doing. I'm very happy with that. Do not ask me what the name of it. I keep it separate from the podcasting. Um, um, Brina, I've done a lot of things that I've wanted to do. I've in terms of sports, let's see, I've jumped out of an airplane. Um, I've uh, done whitewater rafting. I've gone rock climbing. I've in terms of like the extreme sports things, I've done a lot of that. Um, right now, it's just me, just you know, taking care of business. So when I'm gone, my son will be set. Oh, and I want my dream house. That I do. I want my dream house. Crazy Lady says, okay, so you're talking about that hunter guy. And Tycho says, okay, you have a question, but you're afraid it's a weird one. Tycho, from some of the things that people have, just ask it. If I don't want to answer, I won't. Um, See, Angie says, see, you guys, okay, you guys are still talking about Hunter. Frankie's, I like all the topics. Thank you, Frankie. I'm halfway through episode 3. Porn is demonic, so it kind of explains itself. Oh, revenge porn. You know what I thought you said, Angie? I thought you said it was a revenge, like people have where if people want revenge on people, he has a site for where people. I don't know. Okay. The children's book is about a my father was a mail carrier. The children's book is about a robin, a bird who is a mail carrier and goes and just his day of delivering mail um around the neighborhood. Do you get signed copies? I don't know, but the branch that my father worked out of, they are getting a they're getting a crap load of them to give out free to their customers. I've already gotten that approved as something that I can do. So Gnome says, Solid, I don't live in the US, so tell us your name so we can search your book or writing if you have. I'm not going to do that. If you happen to find out, then that's fine. But I keep my podcasting and my business separate because I have haters on Podbean. And when I say haters, I mean haters. So I do not. Nope, sorry. Uh, Heiko is fine. It would be weird. Okay, so Heiko, are you asking the question? I'm a coward. Heiko, you're not even. You're typing. I don't know who you are. You are typing. So, um, Shelby, thank you for liking the show. Everyone, thank you for liking the show. Brina, I'll be ones. Okay, tell me, and I'll pass it on. Oh, oh, that's Fab Blue. Okay. Michael, you have lost me because I don't know what's fabulous. And was that, I don't know if you asked your question. Okay, no matter. I was just trying to get you. Martin says, I have a whole fan club on Podbean, but I also have my loyal fans too. Yeah, yeah, you do have loyal fans, and you do have your fan club, but you also have your haters. So I knew. Michael, I don't know I have no idea what you are talking about. Whatever you want to ask me, just ask. Hey, chill. Welcome, welcome. Okay, so I will ask the question. So, Heiko, what do you want to ask me? Yeah, right, Brina? Oh boy. Oh, oh boy. I'm gonna wait. Heiko.
Solid. I got a question while you wait.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so how did you and Bar meet up or get to know each other? And when was it, or how long ago have you guys known each other?
Well, actually, I met Bob on my show. He was coming on my show. And and I liked a lot of things that he said. I don't, or I didn't necessarily agree with a lot of things he said, but and I liked a lot of things he said. And actually, Friendly Differences was actually a show I was going to do with another one of my friends about 2 years ago. But two things: she's very very busy with work, and my time is more flexible. And then the other thing was, um, she was she was concerned about, well, what if what if somebody says this, or what if someone says this, whatever. And I kept saying, are we going to do it? We're going to do it. We're going to do it. So Friendly Differences was always the name that we had. And just to give you a little bit of background on her, um, again, with the Friendly Differences is the fact that she is white. I've known her probably about the same length of time I've known Shy Lady for a very long time. She's Polish, married to a Muslim, which I thought was interesting. And she's a conservative. I am a liberal. We agree on absolutely nothing, but we've always had the type of relationship where when we would talk on the phone or if we're texting each other, we can go back and forth. But then we change it up and we're laughing and we're, giggling, whatever. That's the relationship that we had. So that was going to be the show with her. And then when she just got really, really busy and I saw that she was not going to be able to do it, I told her that I still wanted to do the show. I still wanted to keep the name. And when I met Ba, and he was coming on, I said, "This may work for the way I was thinking, how I had Friendly Differences." So that's how Ba and I reached out to him and I asked him if he wanted to do a show, and he said yes. And this is what we have.
Oh, that's cool. Interesting.
So okay, so Heiko, okay, you all are still asking about that question, whatever Heiko says. Okay, thank you. What's up, JP? Shelby, like the show. I'm still Heiko. What is it that you want to ask me? You say that is weird. I mean, is it a sexual thing? Is it too personal? I mean, super personal. I mean, what? Let's see. Heiko, you can do it. We all believe in you. Okay, you guys want to put my ass in trouble. No reason to be afraid. It's not junior high. Hello. Thank you, Shelby. This is not junior high. And I've been out of junior high a long time. Hey, okay, Chill's coming. Now, if Chill can come in, and I know he's I go,
I think my mic gonna mess up again.
no, actually your mic is fine.
Yeah,
So
you.
welcome, Chill.
Gotcha.
Okay, and Angie says to Heiko, ask the damn question. Okay. Okay. And then Noam says, I'm sure that there's no no question. You know what? There may not be. Okay. Too personal. Yes. Okay. Heiko. I mean, what? I ask you. I mean, is it a sexual thing? Because if it's too personal, I will tell you. I'm just not going to answer it. I mean, so that's it. So one moment, Chill. I just want to get to some of these comments. You missed it. What topic would you not do and why? I would not do. Hmm. Hmm.
I bet you I know the question is where do babies come from?
Well, Heiko, if you don't know where babies come from, I'm going to have to refer you to Google
Love.
or to Chill Will or somebody else. I'm not going to tell you where babies come from. Angie, I'm going to have to think about that one. What topic would I not do and why? I've pretty much done a lot. Again, when I first started podcasting, I'm gonna have to think about that one. I am gonna have to think about that one. Uh, okay, Heiko, you're talking about you'll ask it in private. I don't know when you're going to ask it unless you want to send it to my email, which is solidbluesister at gmail. Other than that, I don't know when you are going to ask the question. So, um, So now I think it is getting to the junior high point. So sorry. So chill. Okay. So you have any questions for me? Because I do have a question for you.
How much money you got in your bank account right now?
That's none of your business.
They told me you was a sugar mama. Well,
Oh, I'm a sugar mama.
somebody told me you. How much money you got in your bank
So
account
what?
right
So what
now?
is the definition of a sugar mama?
I know she got some money.
You know what? You know what?
Oh
You
no.
you need some help.
Oh, just a little bit.
You
Just a
need
little
some
bit.
you need
Small
some
amount.
therapy. You need some
Right.
therapy.
Small amount.
So Sweet Willie. Where does Sweet Willie come from? And do you really believe Sweet Willie?
Oh no, Sweet Willie is a thing. I didn't give myself that name. I can't tell you exactly how I got the name, but you can use your imagination though, ladies. But no, it's a thing. It's just anybody who knows my middle name would know my middle name, but overall, it's just a saying that,
Okay, and
that
you
you
see
know,
Angie saying, "Oh Lord." So is that okay? Is that Heiko? I'm going to stop this
Robert,
whole thing with you. If you want to
Robert.
send me whatever, that's fine. If not, then that's fine too.
This is
Um,
whatever y'all thinking. Y'all think it was Robert. Robert.
Okay, okay. Smoke says, Angie, I bet she won't do a show discussing Chill Will's baby mommies because it's only a 2 hour show.
Oh yeah, because they all up in here. I got
Oh
about
boy, yeah.
maybe 8 to 10 up in here, and there's only 17
Okay.
people in here, and
Uh,
potential baby mamas.
well, actually, I don't want to know about your baby mama, so I would not do a show about his baby mamas because I don't want to know about anybody's.
Yeah,
So,
ooh,
you should do a trivia show with Solid. Brina, I don't like
yeah, trivia.
game shows. I don't. So when you say trivia, what do you mean? Because when people do game shows, I'm not one for the game show thing.
That's a
Hey,
question. Why don't you
Tron.
like trivia?
It's not that I don't like trivia. It's just that I have been on some shows where people do games and stuff, and it's just I just don't. I mean, like
You don't like it. You don't
I
like
mean,
competition.
well, I mean, no, I mean it's just that okay, put like this. When you say trivia, what do you mean? Because sometimes if I go downstairs, my husband will have on what is it?
Jeopardy.
No, uh Family Feud, and I'm listening, then I'll yell out an answer or whatever, and then I go back upstairs, or you know Jeopardy will be on, and if he watches that, and I'll yell something out, whatever. I don't like game shows. The only I will say this: the only game show that I like is uh what is it? The one with the cab in New York,
The
where you
cat
get
in New York.
when you get into the cab, what is
Um, the uh,
um
the cash cab.
Cash Cab. Now that show I do like, but other shows I'm uh-uh.
What makes you like the cash cab? Because it's just an unabruptly way to make
No, I mean
just
it's
money.
because a lot of the questions is like it's like they'll ask the questions, and I'm like shouting. I mean, I find myself just engrossed in that because I'm shouting out the answer. I'm like, you all don't know this? Come
Oh,
on, come on, come on!
got
This is
you, got you,
you know
got you.
whatever.
So you
And
only like to play games you know you can win. Is what it
no,
seems to
no,
be.
it isn't that. It's just like
It
even
sounds as if.
no, it isn't. And that's one thing that I don't like. So I will tell you guys is I do not
Mm,
like people telling me what I'm doing when I'm telling them that that's not what I'm
mm,
doing. I don't like
mm.
people telling me, what I'm doing or how I
Well, we didn't
am.
ask that question, Solid.
Well, I'm telling them. I'm telling you. So there. Um, if it were like Hollywood, and I know I am dating myself, but shows like Hollywood Squares or something. I mean, it's like Jeopardy. I do like that. But some shows I've just never really been like a game show person. I mean, I like board games. I really like board games, but like a trivia, and I'm even though Cash Cab is like trivia, so
So you play Monopoly?
oh, Monopoly. Oh yeah.
Oh, we didn't hit the chord. Yeah, she got it real. You hear
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Like
Monopoly.
somebody hit a spot with that.
You want to play Monopoly with me. I'm one of those people who I will play when I was younger, and you guys have seen Feisty One in here before. We used to sit there, I mean, 10, 11, 12 years old, 13, 14. We would sit over, we would be in each other's houses literally all night playing until our parents told whoever to go home, whatever, and we would sit and we would come back to the game afterwards, and then we would play some more, and then we would come back.
Mm,
We would have a 3 and 4 day game going until you own the board.
mm.
And it was
That's
really like,
interesting.
can you loan me something? Nope. Can you get nope? You know, I mean, we were ruthless. We were ruthless. If you didn't have any money, then we would say, okay, I'll buy this from you. I don't want to sell it. Then you're gonna be broke. So, but yeah, but Monopoly, yeah, that is one where
So
I
like
can play
a
that.
game, like the trivia games that we typically play, and then the shows on Pop, I'd say I think is JP still here? JP has like a lot of good trivia where I don't know, he gets it on the internet, their cards or whatever, and he just like the baby boomers, the X generation, and the millennials, and then
Well,
we'll
then smoke.
ask like
I
just
will pop
general
in.
questions from them.
I will pop into one of your shows, but I have been in shows before, not on Podbean. I want to make
That's
that very
Saturday
clear.
Night Smoke. I'm sorry,
Okay, not
technically that's
on
his name.
Podbean where they have done game shows and stuff, and I'm like, I can't. No, I just
Mm,
can't. So yeah, because someone had asked me a couple of months ago if I would do trivia or whatever, and I said nope.
mm.
So
Oh, it's a thing. It'll be a different. It's stepping. You should try. I mean, you should try it. It might
then
be
I
interesting.
tell you what, one day if you want to host, then you can do it.
Okay,
But
well, dang, I can work it. I
for
can work it
me,
out.
I'm not doing it. Okay, I'm going to lose sleep tonight. That you know what, Brina, I am so not going to lose sleep. You know, because I'm with known. Is there really a
Gonna lose
question?
sleep.
So taxi cab confessions. That is that. Ooh, that's a that hasn't been on for years and years and years. Okay, Grit says, I'm curious, did you ever watch any of the I did. I watched 3 Naked and Afraid shows, and that Grit, first of all, I don't see how people can do those shows. And again, that one show, I'm telling you, whenever I do go back and I watch that show sometimes, and I just laugh so hard about that pot thing, which you said to Kimberly. I laugh. And Chill, since you're in here, another show that I go back and listen to is with you and Saucy and getting on me about locking kids in the basement.
Oh,
I
children in the
crack
corner.
up.
Yeah,
I
that's
crack up
crazy.
so much.
Children in the
So
attic. I mean, that's
Heiko
crazy.
says, no, I realized that question was so weird. Thank God I didn't post here. Okay. See, so you see, I'm just going through some of the questions. Monopoly takes forever. I'm more of a gen girl. Monopoly does take forever.
No, you just gotta really keep rolling. They be just arguing all the
See,
time. You
sucks
gotta
to be
roll.
you when it comes to games. Yeah. Yeah, crazy. Yeah, it does. I have to leave the show. No, thank you for coming. Did he already leave? But thank you for coming.
What
Um,
what
see, Brina, thanks. Heiko, okay. Oh, thank you. No, well, thank you for coming. I do appreciate it. And Saturday says the grid. Who do you like this weekend's race? I need DFS help. So, Grid, if you know what Smoke is talking about, you want to answer him. And Heiko, are you leaving us in suspense? Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you talking about the Formula One race, solid, but I'm not too sure what the DFS is. If you can just elaborate on the DFS.
Okay, Smoke, did you get that? I'm not. I'm sorry, Martin. Martin. And Crazy Lady, my model. I really
Somebody said
don't.
that they have a tattoo on your inner thigh. What does that say?
What daily fantasy? Oh, daily fantasy sports. Okay, what do you say? A tattoo.
I thought somebody said, "Do you have a tattoo on your inner
I have
thigh?"
no tattoos at all. None. None. And crazily, I don't really have a motto. I mean, just take care of self. You take care of self, then you can take care of everything else.
Mm.
So, does anyone else have any questions or any questions for anyone else in the
What's your favorite?
chat?
What's your favorite curse word? Is what I want to know.
My favorite curse word, shit.
It sounds like it. It was.
Seriously,
It sounds like
seriously,
it was because you said
seriously,
it
seriously,
really.
shit,
Man.
shit.
Mm,
Yep.
mm. It's interesting. Is cunt a curse word?
You know what? That's just a disrespectful word.
Oh, okay. I
I
was
mean,
trying to figure it out.
that's just a word to me that you know. No.
I feel like people say you should never use it. Like it's a curse word, but is it a curse word?
It's but who are you aiming
Can
it
you
at?
say it for me?
I'm not saying it.
Oh, come
Yep.
on.
What Solid said. So okay. So your favorite curse word is shit, or you're talking about what Chill said? Because it's
Mm,
yes, it is. It is disrespectful.
mm. What's your favorite gospel
And bring
song?
oh my goodness. The upper room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it is.
That is that is hilarious.
Yeah.
And so you watch, so
Why? Because it's too old school.
no. Because I'm just if you go first, I'm gonna just bust up in the upper room. You ain't ever seen
Hmm.
Life?
And the one the best version that I like of it is Mahalia Jackson. A lot of people
See,
probably
that's
don't know
one
who
you that
Mahalia
should be your
Jackson.
outro song right there.
So the upper room. Yep.
I don't
I
know. There's
like
too many to really figure out.
I like old gospel.
So you like what's I don't know. It's some old gospel that's newer though, like right. So you know it's like you got BB and CC right, but they made some like newer
Yeah,
type
yeah, but I mean BB and CC they've been around for a
a
long
long
time.
time.
But when I say old gospel, I'm talking stuff that that your grandmother and
Yeah,
great grandmother were singing, way
yeah,
back when,
yeah.
yeah.
I mean,
So,
you don't even know who made the song. It's just done been remade and remade and
well,
remade.
actually,
Don't nobody don't know who made the song. Somebody just you don't even like church songs don't even really they just somebody just started in church and they just start singing something and it become a song. Somebody recorded and it become a song. They just make it up along the way. They just be making it
well,
up,
true,
especially in the
true, true.
beginning.
Okay, but what about Thomas Dorsey?
Well, I'm just saying. I don't know. You're right. I don't know. I don't know for sure,
I
but
mean, because you look at all of the songs that Thomas Dorsey wrote,
wrote. Yeah.
who it was a travesty, and I will say a travesty and a tragedy when all of his music was destroyed when Pilgrim Baptist Church in Chicago burned
Mm,
down because a worker forgot to turn off a soldering iron. And not only was that a famous church, but all of Thomas Dorsey's
yeah.
original
I didn't know it
music.
was a soldering iron though. Like I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they were working on the roof because the whole building was basically made of wood because the church had been around for a long, 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 long
Hmm.
time, and they were fixing the roof. But one of the workers forgot to turn off a soldering iron or something like that, and they left it on, and next thing you know, kapoof.
Mm.
So, and they said it went up really fast because most of the building was made of wood.
Mm.
So, but yeah, old gospel. I like old gospel.
So y'all rather be hot or rather be cold? That's what I want to know. I had this question. Somebody asked me this question the other day. Would you rather be hot or you rather be cold? Which
I
one if you had to
rather
be extreme?
I rather be hot. Oh no, Martin, it wasn't on purpose. No, I would rather be hot. And Crazy Lady says I love the Fairfield Four. I don't know who they are, but I will look them up. Brina says hot. Angie says cold. Grit says cold. And Shy Lady says I love old gospel. So
Mm.
and
She didn't
you
say what's
chill.
her favorite
Would you rather
gospel
be?
song. They're not answering. They're non-cooperative in this group chat. If I
Well,
ask a general
you
statement, I'm talking to
you
everybody
just
now.
said who hot or cold. Everyone answered, and Shy Lady says, "I love old gospel." Okay, Shy Lady, what is your favorite song? What is your favorite song? Love my pillow, love my pillows. Okay,
Mm-mm.
cold, cold. Okay,
Yeah, I'm cold too, y'all. I ain't answering. I'm cold. I'm cold too. Because you can always put on some clothes or something. You can start a fire, right? In the heat, you can't. How you can't manufacture ice in the heat. You gotta find some shade, but you
that's
need to be
true.
hot.
But sometimes it is too cold, and no matter what, you are still cold. So I
I
don't
don't
know.
know how that's gonna work if you got the heat. You ain't. You need to get one of
Okay,
them
so
fireplaces now.
all right, so let me ask this. So if you were going to be stuck someplace, would you rather be stuck in the extreme cold or where it's extreme hot?
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather be stuck in the extreme cold because extreme hot. Like how you gonna be?
But again, if you're stuck in the extreme cold, are you necessarily like if you're in the Arctic or something? I'm saying you're stuck. You're
Do
stuck
you
somewhere
have the
in the
capabilities
extreme
to make
cold.
heat? Is what you're saying?
Okay, let me make it easier. You're in a car accident. Would you rather be stuck? Would you rather be stuck somewhere where it's a snowstorm, nobody can find you or see you, whatever, and you're in your car for days and days and it's cold? Or would you rather be in a car accident where you're in your car for days and days and it is hot?
My car still working?
Again, however,
My car's still working. I'm gonna stay in the AC. I'm
okay,
okay with that.
but you run out of gas. You
Yeah, of
run out of
course.
gas. So
But for days in and days out, I mean, of course, if it's gonna be extreme cold, you can't live in that. But if it's extreme heat, you may not be able to live it in either. So it's just you
okay,
asking,
all right,
would I rather
all right.
would I rather die of thirst or die of hypothermia? I think I'll take hypothermia because you lose your feeling after a while, right? You just go to sleep. And yeah, I'll take that.
All right.
That's a
All
horrible
right.
death, though. That is a horrible death.
I again, I'll take the heat. And Shelby says I am more contemporary. I'm assuming you're talking about music. With a name like Chill Will, you have to like code. See, depends upon are we naked in the code? Okay, well, naked and afraid. That show that Grit was talking about, you could be. And Grit, I want to ask, is that show always? I'm assuming that it's always like somewhere where it's really hot because the shows that I watched after the show that I did, it was always like heat, like hot.
Yeah, I mean, like all the shows I've watched, it's normally been always hot. So I'm assuming at night it gets pretty cold, but maybe that's why they got teams where you can always, you know, spoon with someone.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Alpha says heat in the day, but cold at night. Okay, so guys, I'm going to ask you guys a question. What is your favorite group, singing group, band, whatever? What is your favorite group?
Oh, this is a good one. What is it? I feel like somebody gonna say NSYNC and it's gonna piss me off.
Well, I have two, so I will start off. Yes, I am dating myself, but yes, I did like the Jackson Five and Earth, Wind, and Fire, and I mean the original Earth, Wind, and Fire, not the ones that came after. The original Earth, Wind, and Fire, and the original Temptations.
Jody seeing New Edition.
New
She's dating
what?
herself
New
too.
what?
You don't like New Edition?
I like the original
Oh, well, hold
edition.
on now, cause Johnny sing way better than Bobby now.
I
You
like
can't you stand the rain without
well,
Johnny?
Johnny
But
Gill.
I get Bobby was still Bobby. I mean, I get it.
Mm,
But come
mm,
on now,
mm.
I think I like this.
New edition with Bobby. Johnny Gill. He was. I mean, he was good, but
That brother can still sing to this day.
Clutch and Criminal. I'm sorry, Clutch and Cimaroli. I don't know who that is. And Brenda's
Yeah,
laughing.
you putting us on
Spice
game. You said
Girls.
what? Clutch
Clutch.
and
Okay.
Simmer roll. Yeah, I don't even. Haiku hit us with some stuff I don't know.
The Lost Boys. I don't know who the Lost Boys is. Grant, who was your favorite Spice Girl?
Spice Girls. These the least bullshit. These shit.
That's what he said. He said Spice Girls.
Uh, I wonder if
It's
it's for the singing or for the optics.
I'm asking. That's why I'm asking you. Who was his favorite Spice Girl?
I think I only know one name. It's probably Posh.
Posh. Is that the one with Eddie Murphy?
No, no. Potch is the one that's married to David
Oh,
Beckham.
oh, yeah. Well,
But
Okay.
Solid,
that's scary.
I gotta say, I did listen to Jackson 5 quite a bit. I was a huge Michael Jackson fan in my younger days.
You know,
Mm.
I'm a Michael Jackson fan, and I'm still a Michael Jackson fan. But I'm talking about the Jackson Five.
I got too many groups though, man. Like the Temptations, like the
Sunny
original or
Days.
Dennis, like even when Temptations was awesome. Like I don't know, that'd be hard. Like I like CCR too. I like CCR a lot. I like oh man, it's a lot of good groups out there, man. Oh my goodness. Harold Melvin and the Blue
Wait. Can
Notes.
you wait?
Harold Melvin and the
Wait,
Blue
wait,
Notes.
chill, wait, hold on. I just want to read what Alpha says. I don't understand people who turn on the AC and fan and still put a blanket on like an idiot. Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Chill.
Yeah.
Harold Melvin and the Blue
I believe
Notes.
like I feel like it's a lot of good groups. I don't know what that's a hard question. I would have to literally think too long and hard about that because there's a lot of good groups. There's a lot of
Is
people who
there?
spawn from look like LTD. Say for instance, right? Jeffrey Osborne. You got the
You
Miracles.
know, Jeffrey Osborne was okay, but
You know,
okay, this is someone that I do not like, and you all, I know I'm gonna get a lot of shit for this one. I am not a uh I can't,
I,
I
I'm not a big
can't
Earth, Wind, and Fire fan, so I
really.
can't.
Okay,
Hell
all
no.
right. I am not a I'm not a Stevie Wonder fan.
I could see that. I wasn't initially. But I don't think it was because I don't like Stevie. It was just because that era you can't really hear the music like you should. Like any more era with live music was important was that era because just the recordings. You go back and listen to it, it's so bad. Like like sonically
Wait. Are you talking about Earth, Wind, and Fire?
all of them like in general like because it's just the clarity. I mean at the actual track like the production of
See,
it.
I have to disagree with you on that one.
Yeah.
Martin says,
Well, unless you got an album, unless you
Boys
got
to
on like
Men.
an album. But it still is not. It's like the music and the quality of instrumentation you can hear. You can't do
I have
that.
to
I don't
disagree
like
with
that.
you on that one. I think that when you, I mean, I remember going to a concert and the entire band, like when I went the first time I went to see Earth, Wind, and Fire, you have the entire band on stage. They're
Hmm.
actually playing the music. It's none of this digital stuff and none of this lip syncing and all this other stuff. You actually heard the
But yeah, that's what I
music.
mean. So that's what I mean. Like it was more important than ever back in the day, live music, because you can experience how it sounds. Like, but when they record it, sometimes they be recording in a big old room. It's not like
Mm,
soundproofed, and it just sounds like you can hear. it's just not as high quality as it today. So when you go and
Well,
watch
well, well, well,
listen to a
okay,
Stevie album,
but you
it's
have,
not as good as quality.
well,
Not to say the
okay,
song is not bad or good. It's
okay,
just
but you also have all this. Is it okay when you say it's not good quality, or is it just the fact that you have all this technology that is enhancing everything?
no. Regardless of whatever, however it's sounding like you would live. You know what I'm saying? If I could put it on it doesn't sound like it's far away or it's staticky or it's just the quality of the actual track is good. You know, it doesn't sound like it's just good today. Today you can do it better with the technology. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's his hands, whatever, it still can sound much better than maybe somebody who was just doing it in the closet in the projects. You know what I mean? Making a song. You know what I'm saying? That's when you can hear street noise in the back or something. You know what I mean? Just that's all. I'm not saying that they're bad songs or the actual
I,
the song
I,
is bad, but I'm talking
I
about the actual quality
no,
of that.
no,
You know,
I understand. I understand exactly what you're saying. And I think that if you listen to some of the music, because I still listen to music on, okay, everybody, yes, I
CDs.
still have,
Oh man,
no, not
records.
CDs. I have albums, I have records, I have a
Yeah.
record player, and I will turn on the music and I will listen to it. And the quality, and to me, is a lot better than a lot of this crap that you listen to on
Well,
Amazon
yeah, for sure,
Music and what have you. But
for sure. In some cases, but like they have, like yeah, in some cases you're right. I unequivocally without doubt. But still, I'm saying like for Stevie and some of the stuff that was when they was beefing it up. You know what I'm saying? He started becoming Stevie, but like some of that earlier stuff, like in the '60s, some of that shit
yeah,
sounds horrible.
okay,
It just
but
didn't have the quality.
I
That's
mean,
all.
okay, all right, okay. So we can go back on that forth on that one.
Because
So
I'm not saying it's
okay,
bad.
no,
It's just
I'm
yeah.
just saying okay.
hmm
So Martin
But
says
Stevie is awesome though
boys to
overall.
men,
The people love
Ginger
Boys to Men.
Ginger Spice, Boys to Men. Mel B
Boys
is
to
someone
Men.
who okay. Okay, y'all see. Oh, Wu Tang.
Is that a band? That's a group, I guess. You're right.
Yeah, Metallica.
Well, yeah,
Um,
Metallica. They got like
don't say Luther. I do like Luther, or I yeah, I do like Luther, and I love me some Teddy Pendergrass.
what they what that's hell. What's the blue? That's what I'm talking about. Hell
Unless you
no.
own my Unless you own my car, don't touch the damn radio, especially when ACDC is on. I'll stab you.
No,
Okay.
I do love ACDC. I even like
The
I like
Beach
White Snake.
Boys.
I like White
Y'all bringing
Snake.
out your y'all bringing out your tracks. Y'all ancient. You know what? Call me ancient, whatever. But that was good music. Journey. I have albums
Definitely
too.
Journey is
It's the
definitely
sad
good.
state of today. Yes, Shiley. It's sad state of today's music industry. Not a Stevie fan. I
I
have a
don't
few
think
eight
so. Hold on, who
tracks.
said that?
Shy Lady says, I have albums
Yeah.
too. It's a sad state of today's music
Well, the
industry.
mainstream, yeah, I guess you're right.
Who gave the
I take that back.
nickname? I've already said that, Heiko, about where salad came from. uh, it's more of how I vote. So it's more of a political thing, or started out that way. Um, Sammy Davis Jr. is the man. I need a woman. I do like Sammy Davis.
Sammy Davis. Did you like Frank Sinatra as well?
I did not like Frank Sinatra, but I did like some of, yes, I am about to say it. I did like some of Elvis. I love Dolly Parton. Yes, I do.
I was just about to ask the Celine Dion or like Dolly
Celine
Parton.
Dion. No, not Celine. I do not like J Lo. No,
She's not a
no,
real
no.
artist. Come on now.
She's not a real. No,
Yeah,
she not.
yeah.
She not.
That's not.
No.
She's not a real like artist. That's all.
So yeah, Teddy, Al Green. Yep. Al Green, Marvin. Yep. Yep. Real singers. Like Motown. See.
I got a question for Will.
Okay, Shy Lady says she likes Frank Sinatra, and Mama Bear
I
loves
like
Dolly
Frank.
too. I'll listen to Frank over Elvis. I don't like Frank
Elvis has some
Sinatra.
good
I
stuff
don't
though.
like all of Elvis's stuff, but I do like Elvis's stuff.
He has some good stuff. No
And one
matter
of my
what people
favorite
think about
songs
him, he
of
definitely has some
Elvis's
good
to
stuff.
play, one of my favorite songs of Elvis's to play is Fools Rush In. Um I like I like oh you do not like Dolly. Wait, Charlie, I'm sorry. I like Dolly, do not. You do not like Dolly. Um Martin, thank you for coming. And again, I will not have a show tomorrow, everyone. No show tomorrow. Kenny Rogers, I like some of Kenny, but I will say this: when he got his facelift or whatever he did, I like the old Kenny look because when he got his
I
facelift, it was like, really? Okay, no, you're not an Elvis fan. Yeah, I mean Elvis had some. He had some issues that he needed to deal with. And we won't go into those.
I like
Okay,
his
you
music.
you do like Dolly. Okay. Looked bad. Yeah. That is one person that I can say that when they got a facelift, it was like really drastic. Alpha says Kenny Rogers was my first cassette tape, Gambler Man and Coward of the Country.
Hmm, that's interesting.
Grid says, what's everyone's bad habits?
Hmm,
That's a good question.
a great one.
What's everyone's bad habits? Plastic is drastic. Yes, it is. That's why you should age gracefully. Being with assholes.
Ah,
um,
oh man, bad habits. I got a lot of them that I'm trying to change. One is that I don't read enough.
okay, all right.
And so I've been doing audiobooks to kind of like middle ground it. But it's still a thing to like be reading. I know it's still like a what is it called? What's the fuck, I can't remember the word. But
Brina
the
says
fact
she
reading is good for the brain, just to be able
well
to read and
reading
comprehend.
exercises your brain
Right,
muscles.
right.
Brina says I curse too much, and Shelby says male biting. So when you say nail biting, I'm assuming you mean nail biting. Procrastinating. I'm not saying mine. Okay. Okay. Coward and Grit says selective hearing for always gets me into trouble. Yeah, some people do have selective hearing. um. Let's see. Plastic is drastic. I have a couple of bad habits. Trying to think which one do I want to actually say.
Here we go.
See, CRS can't remember shit.
Smoking weed. I knew it.
Nope,
I
nope,
know
nope,
it.
no. That's is that considered a bad habit?
Mm. Oh, so you just don't even. It's not even bad. You just got you. Procrastination is some Alpha Mike said. I think that's everybody though. We all procrastinate. I think,
I'm not
especially
really a
stuff we don't want to.
procrastinator. I used to be, but then I learned not to be.
It depends on what it is, though. I bet you it's something you don't want to do right now that has been sitting there for the last 2 days that you should have been got up and did, like the damn laundry
No, because
or the
no
baseboards.
because I'm usually so busy that I'm usually have a a tick list or whatever. Okay, I need to do this. I need to do this. Okay, I did this. Okay, I need to do this. I need to do this. Because if I look at something for a long time, that's what really got me to stop doing it. Because you look at something, it's like just do it. So
Mm,
and in our house we have them. What a crazy lady asks, what is the motto? Just get it over with. Just get it over with. So
that's what she said.
so
Yeah, that I don't know. I feel like I think most people are procrastinators though, to some degree. Like because some things you just don't want to do, or spend certain money. You gotta get something fixed. Like I don't know if you can go without. Yeah, I'll do it next week.
well, see, but even then, because I look at it like if you wait to get something fixed, that $5 problem that you could have gone on YouTube
Become
and
a hundred
figure
dollar
out how to
problem.
fix it
Yeah,
becomes $100 problem. Then that $100 problem becomes the $200 problem. Then that it's 2,000. It's like, oh shit, I can't afford it. So when stuff breaks down and stuff, I'm like fixing it.
no, I ain't gotta be nothing catastrophic.
No,
It
but
gotta
I'm
be.
I'm, I'm just saying that again, it's like I always look at, okay, so how much is this going to cost me if I wait? It's like if they say, well, ma'am, you really need to get, okay, let's just get it done. So
Right, right, right. Sometimes it just don't matter. Get it done when it happens. You gotta react because you just that's the way it goes. But I get that. That's good. That's a good thing though.
true, true.
That's a good thing that
I will
you
say
like that.
this: sometimes I am too trusting of people.
That's crazy because I was just talking
I
about this.
I will say that sometimes I am too trusting of people, and I will say this: that I have one particular friend who always has my back. And yes, shy lady, I'm going to call you out. She has called out certain things, and I'm like, really, you think so? And she nails it every single time. And I can be too trusting of people.
Yeah, I
And
that's
I
crazy.
find that for me, I find that to be for me, it has been a bad habit.
Mm, wow, that's good. That's good. That's a good one. Because I can see that in a lot of people. I think I had this conversation with a good friend of mine who pisses me off because they think everywhere else is better than like what she has. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't. She's always looking for better or more or different, and so she's less prone to stand still and appreciate what she has. And so one thing's her thing is she cares about the world, right? But her own family, she'll call them trash and shit, and
Hmm.
people around her. She has no friends. Can't do this. Like, how the fuck do you hate everybody around you, but then you trust like the whole other world? Like you care about the whole other world. Put trust in people you don't know until they f you over, opposed to waiting and seeing like don't put no trust in nobody and then let them earn it. And so that's a thing that we got into it. Whether it's you trust a person first or let them automatically, or should you make them earn it? And then we got in that conversation, and that just goes in circles.
Yeah, yeah. No, I totally get that.
Yeah,
Grid said, "Are there any other males out there that can say they have won an argument with their spouse? I'm still searching."
that's why I'm single today, big dog.
And Angie says, "It's not I trust too easy. It's I'm easy. I'm not sure what MIRE is. I'm easily drawn into situations that usually end shitty for me." Okay,
Mm.
all right, all right,
So when you do trust, you put your trust in the wrong things. That sounds like to me.
okay,
Yeah,
all right.
gotcha.
And she says, "Yep." Okay.
Hmm.
Well, guys, does anybody have any other questions for anyone else? For me, for anyone else, for Chill, for Grid, since they're both up here. Um, but I appreciate you guys coming, and I wasn't sure how this show was going to go, but I think we found out a couple of things about a couple of
Agreed.
people, and
Grid, how much does an escort service cost? And where you at? Where are you at, Grid? I'm not
He
even South Africa.
Grit. Grit is in New Zealand.
New Zealand. Okay.
He's in New
What
Zealand.
is it?
Just want to thank
Yeah.
you for being so open. Well, Angie, you asked me for the show. I said I can try to answer whatever. I think I answered the majority of you guys' questions. Uh, so it was fun show. Thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you, Angie. So again, if you guys, there are certain shows you guys want me to do, let me know. You can either DM me on Twitter or solidbluesister@gmail. Um, so, but $100 with tip will. So I will not have a show tomorrow. I will be back on Thursday. And again, guys, I am going to be, like I said, I'm going to be switching my show up again. But I'm also going to be doing a couple of other things, show wise. But I enjoyed this. This was this was fun. Oh, I am going to ask you guys one more time, okay? Because I really would like to know. And Jill, I don't think you were here when I asked you. Is there any show that I have done that you guys did not like, or you guys thought that it was okay, it could have been better, you should have done this instead of that? Because I do know that sometimes I have shows that are like they just start slow and they just don't go anywhere, and you're like, okay, and whatever. So, any show that you guys did not like? Um,
Anything about the end of the world, I don't like. Any kind of like really morbid shit, I don't like.
okay, is that because you don't want to think about it, or
No, I
welcome, Daddy
don't.
Hoff?
Yeah,
You
that's
just don't want to
it.
think about it?
Yeah, I don't. I don't. I'm a big energy person. I know I might talk a lot of shit, but that's just like tongue in cheek. And some people don't get that about me, so they may call me negative. You know what I'm saying? So, but as it's so far from the truth overall, like if you meet me in real person, like in real life, other than me talking shit, I'm pretty a positive. I'm encouraging and shit like that. All of that, just naturally. Like I want to see people do well, and like talking about the end of the world and shit like that. Shit that.
But you know what, Jill? I mean, is interesting, and Grit and Heiko, thank you very much. I will tell you, because when I did the show on, which was actually one of my favorite shows, when I was talking about siblings, I think it was called Siblings, the next um, uh, chapter, and I was saying, like, when it's just you guys left, and the reason why I came up with that show is because I had recently lost my mother. And so both of my parents were gone. And I had the conversation when I went back home. I had the conversation with my sister. It was like, we were sitting there talking, and we were like, well, it's just the two of us now. And we were saying, who do you think is going to be the last one? And when I thought about that conversation, then I did the show. It was interesting what people said, that other people have had that that conversation. So again, it's like I wasn't, when I do shows on death and things like that, I'm not trying to be morbid, but it's a part of life, you
Oh
know?
no, I ain't tripping. I'm just saying for me, I just don't like
Okay. All
to
right.
visit that or think about that. I think the more and more I get older, I realize how much if bad energy you put out, it can come to fruition. I don't think that's
Okay.
a thing. I don't think
Okay.
so talking about stuff like that can kind of like
Okay.
you can mean how many rappers rap about death and then die. You know what I'm saying? Or what I mean, stuff like that. Like it's just I think so. I think that's really a real thing. Um, just manifesting certain energies, and I
So
want to stay
so
away from
you
that.
think, hold on, let me answer Angie's question. I am closer with my sister now than I was when we were younger. Um, so chill. So you one of those people who feel that if you speak it out into the atmosphere, then it's really going to happen. Are you one of those people?
To some degree, the certain energy you hold, yes, that's unequivocally
Okay.
without a doubt. It happens so often. I mean, it could be coincidental. That's fine, but I see it happen so much in reference in the ways like I just or just it is not, it's not a coincidence. It's just the energy output. Like people who have a morbid, like don't have no friends. It's just you get around them. They're shitty people. They're shitty to be around. So it's no wonder you don't like got no friends because you just fucking you're fucking you're a downer. You're shitty. Like you don't want to be around you because that's what you omit. Like birds of fly feather flock together. Like certain energy you put out is what you're gonna get back. And a lot of times people want, hey, I want a husband, but you're sedity, stuck up, and you ain't got no
Sadistic. Wow,
friends.
that's a word I have not heard in years.
Like
Sadiddy.
like it's just like it's just how you gonna find a man like that? Like you gotta find.
Oh, you're
Are you impersonable,
sadiddy.
not social? Like certain things you can't. Yeah, like it's the opposite. So the energy put out is what you get back. You give
Okay.
out a smile. Guess what? Typically, it's hard not to smile at somebody smiling back at you, unless you just really fucked up in the head right there at that point. And I'm just saying, like if you put out good energy, it normally comes back.
Okay.
Same
I
thing
mean,
with
no.
bad
I mean,
energy.
I. That's why I want to know. Are you one of those people who say whatever you speak out, whatever? Hi, Heiko. I am a boomer, and I would like to live to be at least 100. I would love to live to be at least 100. Brina says your attitude determines your altitude. Do more shows about winning the lottery. I don't think I've ever done a show about. I think I did one show about winning the lottery.
I
And
wasn't saying you were a shitty person, Angie. I'm not talking about being. It's a whole plethora of things that shitty people entail. I mean, because I could be a loner at times too. So I'm not saying that about isolating.
and Grit said your time and the way you're going to die is written in the stars. I don't know if it's written in the stars, but I do believe it is predetermined that we all somewhere some in God's book, whatever. I do believe that all of us have our death date. So yeah. Kind of isolate myself. Okay, we'll just address that. Okay, so yeah, so I mean, I just try to do shows because some people have made comments about my shows. In fact, several people have. Either they're too 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 political. I have some people who said I talk about race too much. I've had people who have said that my shows are boring. I have people who have really liked my shows. So I mean, again, you cannot please everyone. If you like
Mm.
them, thank you. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. Well, actually, I'm not. Because if you don't like them, then I mean, I don't know what to tell you. But I try, the show topics that I have, I try to talk about things that, people don't talk about, because people will say a lot of things behind closed doors, but then when they have the opportunity to talk about it, they don't want to talk about it. So,
Mm.
and I also know that everyone is not going to agree on everything. You're not going to please everyone.
That's what makes for a good show, though. Like you don't want
Yeah,
everybody agreeing on
but
everything.
you have people who you got to, you have to, you have to, and then you have people like me who's like, no, you don't, no, you don't, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, I did the show, I hope you all liked it, whatever, and that's it. I mean,
Or
so
you hope they hated it. Like sometimes it's cool for that too. Like that bipolarization, like that that polarization, like that polarization is important sometimes. That's
but you
how
have
shit
some
happens.
people who don't like that, and then man cave says to agree to disagree. You have people who just
Come
will
back the
not
next day
do
though.
who will not do that. They want to agree, and you have some people, I mean, they just they don't want you to do that, because at the end of the day, for me, instead of and I say this, and you all have heard me say this before, instead of going round and round and round, at the end of the day, you're going to think what you're going to think. I'm going to think what I'm going to think, and that's it. So I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, but without that, you typically won't get it. Like it's interesting to have two articulate people on it. That's what a debate is about, or a good show, especially if they have good points. You know what I mean? And it helps overall, whether you listen or whether you kind of go on through that banter. It helps. Like it helps. It makes for a rounded, well-rounded person for sure. You know, and lets us also know that sometimes it's not about a wrong or right. It's just a preference. And you know, that's
Okay.
what I like to think the best about that.
Angie says we don't all have the same beliefs and opinions, and that's okay. But respect each other. And Man Cave says the only I'll stand my ground on. Okay, the only thing I'll stand my ground on is pecan pie is better than pumpkin pie. Okay, can we talk? Okay, okay,
Hell,
okay, okay. Man Cave, I gotta talk about this
that's a
pumpkin
good
pie.
question
We gotta talk about pumpkin pie.
because
No, no,
he
no.
just
It is
forgot.
it is sweet potato pie over pumpkin pie. Sweet potato pie over
See,
pumpkin pie.
she's testing your blackness, man, Cave. I'm telling you that
I'm not
right
saying
now.
no, don't even say that. I wasn't saying that. You went there. I did not go there. You went there.
You
I did
talk
not
about
go there.
race way too much in this show.
I sweet potato pie
Pumpkin
over
pie.
pumpkin pie. And Man King
Yeah,
says I am Texan, and
he's
now everybody's in here laughing. Okay.
he's not from the Americas for
Bye.
sure.
Hi, Heiko. Thanks for coming. And Man King says we do pumpkin and Smoke is
You will
laughing.
never do that when you get some sweet potato pie. Well, you gonna
I,
put that up. Solid Blue, I need you to make him some sweet potato pie,
I'm
put it on
telling you,
dry
because
ice, send it over there.
I'm telling you, have that
And
sweet
listen,
potato pie. You gonna put that
you
pumpkin
threw a
pie down.
pumpkin. Yeah, you gonna put that on.
Okay, guys, I have one last question because we're gonna get to this 2 hour mark. Okay, so um, peach cobbler or apple cobbler, peach or apple? Because I am an apple person. I do not like peach. Apple, apple, apple.
So that's not Asher. That's man cave. The
Okay,
peach cobbler
peach.
is easy. I like apple cobbler though, for real,
We
for real.
do pumpkin and calabaza, peach. Okay, so all
Oh,
right,
so
peach. Okay, both. Mama Bear says, "Oh, I like both."
yeah, I
Okay,
can't stand pecan pie. I can't
peach,
stand
but
it.
apple is good too. I'm sorry, you can't stand what?
Pecan pie, I can't.
I don't like
That's something.
pecan pie. I don't like pecan pies
I do
either.
not like the whole
I don't
idea
like
of it.
pecan pie. No, I am not a pecan pie person. So okay, I have to ask. I have to ask. see, see, since Sheil
No,
says that
apple pie.
I'm
Apple pie is good. Now, yeah, apple cobbler.
since Sheil says that I'm testing y'all. Okay, how many people eat grits?
Oh, here we go.
What is
It's
it?
sugar. You put sugar in the
And
grits.
I
That's what you
do.
use.
I put sugar in my
Here we
grits.
go.
I
That's
put
that's.
sugar
It's
and
a
butter.
breakfast
Yeah.
food.
Yep. Sugar. Yep.
Grits is a breakfast. Sugar's supposed to go in there. I
But
was
you know what? But
appalled.
everyone doesn't put sugar in
I
their
was
grits though.
appalled. I was when I first. It was like I was almost a teenager when I found out they put salt in their grits and cheese because I was at a friend's house that was mom had made the pre-made it, put the cheese in there. She had a couple of eggs and stuff, and they had salt and pepper. And I didn't know that, so I'm thinking like, oh, it's grits. So I put it on the plate, and then I added sugar to all that. You talking about like I'm like what the? And I couldn't say it. I'm looking around like I can't tell his mama that these grits is horrible. Like I can't tell his mama that
Okay.
I can't. What am I do? I'm gonna
Chill.
just throw these boys right snuck and throw them away.
Angie wants to know what's grits. She's already said grits. Then she has again,
Oh
what's
man,
grits? It's
it's a
hard to
it's a
to
slave
explain.
food.
Don't even chill. Don't even go
This
there.
definitely is,
Do
but it's
not go.
good.
Don't go there.
It's,
Do
it's
not
what
go
it
there.
is. It's definitely what it is. But it's
Sugar
good.
plus grits is good. It's grit here is dirt. No, we're not talking about gritty. No,
Not
this is
yeah, actual
to
grits
each
like
his own.
oatmeal
Some people like
porridge.
hot sauce on eggs. I am not someone who puts hot sauce on eggs. However, I will put salsa on eggs. I love salsa on eggs.
Like what kind of salsa though?
Hot spicy salsa.
I'm like, what kind though? Like brand? Like Like
I like
actual salsa or like?
no, I mean I have salsa that I make, and I also like
Oh, okay,
Miss
that's awesome.
yeah, so yeah, I make good guacamole, and I make good salsa. So
Wow,
anyway, guys,
man.
oh,
Mm.
porridge. I've had porridge before, Angie. I'm not a porridge person.
What is
Salsa,
that?
yep.
What is the
Also, yep.
difference?
Salsa, salsa and eggs. Yeah, salsa and eggs. So
Yeah, I do that all the time.
okay, guys, I have pushed it to the 2 hour mark. Thank you guys for coming, Grit and Chill. Thanks for popping up and chatting with me, and
All right,
everyone else.
y'all.
Thank you for adding
Have a great
all of
day.
your comments. I have thoroughly enjoyed the show, and you guys want to come up with another show. Angie, thank you for bringing this up, and I was happy to do it. You guys want to think of another topic? Because I do like fun shows. Sometimes you can get really serious and everything, but I do like fun shows. So, and this was fun. So, Chill and
Hmm.
Grit,
Awesome
thank
job,
you,
y'all.
thank you. Thank you.
Awesome
And
job,
Chill,
Sally.
if you want to do that trivia show, if you want to host and do the trivia show, you can
I was
host
supposed
and
to
do the
do
trivia
something this
show.
week. We ain't talk. We ain't
So,
figure it out. But
well,
we'll
this
do it next
I
week.
apologize because this week was a short week, and I knew that it was going to be a short week. Shy lady, bye, and enjoy the rest of your weekend. In fact, I will be talking to you later. So, um,
Hmm.
okay, guys. So, other than that, go where the wind takes you, and Grit, do not open your mouth, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye. And if Shorty is still here, Shorty, I will try to catch one of your shows. And if Smoke is still here, I will try to catch one of his. So yeah. So all of you, Chill, Shorty, Smoke, Daddy Hoff, Mandy, Shelby, Alpha Mike was here, Heiko, and Sabrina Power Girl. Who else was here? Frankie was here earlier. I know I'm leaving somebody out, but I thank all of you guys. Shy Lady, Mama Bear Tracy. Mama Bear Tracy.
Peace.
So yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you. Bye.